j'ai cliqué sur quelque chose. J'ai acheté les ciseaux avec le premier et tout. Ne me plaît pas, au moins ça fera un peu de contenu. Donc sur ce, donc audio, jouabilité peut-être, on sait jamais. Non. Que je devrais choisir selon en français. Donc là pour le moment on va arriver donc l'épisode 1. Donc là après là je les ai pas encore téléchargés, mais je vais les télécharger. Donc l'épisode Game of Thrones hein. Juste quand c'est sorti, quand je pouvais le regarder à la télé, ça m'intéressait pas plus que ça. Et puis quand ça a commencé à m'intéresser, ben, disons qu'il y avait plus à la télé. Et puis mon PC il a commencé, il voulait pas trop, enfin je trouvais pas trop de sites qui voulaient le montrer, parce qu'en fait soit c'était un, j'en trouvais plein des sites qui voulaient le montrer. Le problème c'est que c'était des sites espagnols, etc. Donc les de Game of Thrones c'était pas, je pouvais pas comprendre en fait ce qu'il y avait écrit, ou même ce qu'il disait. Donc déjà j'ai pas trop pu regarder. Donc là tout ce que je sais c'est que je connais vite fait, genre enfin de bouche à bouche, de bouche à oreille pardon, j'ai entendu vite fait quelques noms, donc Lord Stark et la maison Stark, etc. Donc là je vais vous lécher.
The great Jamie Lannister, Kingslayer, Oathbreaker, brought to his knees by the men of the North.
And set free by the women. You'd think he done it himself the way he tells it. Old Forrester's sword won't clean itself, you know.
Allez hop, je suis là. Donc là il faut juste que je ramasse, il va falloir que je lave. Donc je prends un chiffon. Et là, hop, je lave. Bon, déjà elle est beaucoup plus propre là. Hein.
I'll have one like it myself someday.
You? You'll never have a sword like that. I say that as
Ah,
a friend.
merci. Je partirai avec.
Oh, don't be an ass, Bowen.
Apologies, your lordship.
I had a hand in it, you know.
Voilà.
Hand in what? Capturing him.
He was nowhere near the Kingslayer at the Whispering Wood. He was so drunk he barely made it out of his tent.
Qu'est-ce qui s'est vraiment passé alors?
Someone caught him, I suppose. Ask any man here and they'll say it was them.
You captured the Kingslayer?
Aye. Well, I had a hand in it.
Aye. A hand round his ankle as 10 others took him down.
See? What did I tell you?
Brought him to his knees.
Lord Forrester.
But not before he dragged you halfway across the battlefield on your face.
You're questioning Norrin's honor.
I'm questioning Norrin's story. It grows more far-fetched every time he tells it.
Get your liege lord some wine. Go on. It's your job.
I don't take orders from you.
No, but you take orders from him. You idiot, you're his squire. Forget it. I'll do it.
Attendez, désolé.
Norrin's family has faithfully served House Forrester for centuries. His honor is beyond reproach. House Tully is forever in his debt. They've never seen a field ploughed so well as the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battlefield. Fetch your gun.
Oh, bonjour, désolé de l'interruption, c'est juste ma soeur qui a commencé à m'énerver.
To Robb Stark, the king in the north. The king in the north.
Attendez, je vais juste faire pause 2 secondes, et au cas où il y ait Nexus Demon qui arrive, vu que je sais très bien que lui ça va commencer à lui faire chier, je vais lui mettre ça, tac, afficher les commentaires, tac, paramètres avancés, tac, voilà, comme ça il va pas commencer à m'énerver avec ça dans le dessus. Ah, attendez, j'ai juste oublié quelque chose, désolé encore, hein, bien sûr. Pardon. Paramètres avancés. Voilà.
March on Casterly Rock, and House Forrester has been given the greatest honor to lead the Young Wolf's army and ride as the vanguard.
The gods have
Alors.
failed us. Onward to Casterly Rock!
Aye! Death to the Lannisters!
Aye!
Iron from ice!
Aye! Garrett,
Yes, my lord?
I need you to keep an eye out for Roderick. As his father, I could not be more proud of the man he's become. On a night like this, men find false courage at the bottom of their cups. I'd rather he were here.
Yes, my lord.
There's also the question of what's to be done with you. It's been on my mind for a while now.
With me, my lord?
You've served
Alors.
House Forrester well for several years now, but I can't expect you to squire forever. How shall I reward your loyalty? What can I offer you?
I seek nothing, my lord. Serving a noble house such as yours is reward enough.
You're far too modest, Garrett.
Whatever you believe is best, my lord.
There were those who had their doubts when your uncle put forth your name as my squire. But you've erased those doubts entirely. It would be an honor to see you riding by Roderick's side in the vanguard tomorrow. Not as a squire, but as the equal of any man who serves House Forrester. It's well deserved, Garrett. Your hard work has paid off.
Thank you, my lord. I promise. I won't let you down.
That I don't doubt. But for now, keep this between us. We're celebrating tonight. I wouldn't want the other squires to feel discouraged.
Yes, my lord.
Now go, and find Roderick if you can.
I will, my lord. Thank you.
Alors normalement là c'est le moment où genre je vais quitter la cinématique, enfin où je vais que... Oh c'est vide.
Fetch us more wine.
Can you give me a hand? Come on. Can I get up to you?
Yeah, no problem.
I have been a squire longer than you. So? I outrank you. You should help me.
Voilà.
Fetch more wine, scrub my armor, clean my boots. Just my luck to end up with Norin while you serve the Lord. Let him fetch his own wine for once. He's a drunk, a liar, and an arrogant prick.
You'd better watch your tongue, Bowen.
Bon après apparemment il est pas tant avec les bonnes
You
personnes.
know
Hein.
about it. Nothing is worse than Norin. See, that's where you're lucky. Low expectations. If I'd grown up covered in pig shit, shovel and slop, well, maybe I'd think saddling his horse was the greatest honor in the Seven Kingdoms. I suppose this beats pig farming.
Who doesn't love bacon?
Pig farmers.
Bah alors
All
t'as
I'm
un problème.
saying is, at this rate, we'll never be more than this, which is nothing. The lowest of the low. For all I know, we could be squires for life. All in wine around a fucking wedding.
Give it time. You'll get there.
Easy
Pas
for
envie de
you
me
to
vanter.
say. Maybe if my uncle were castellan at House Forrester, I'd feel different.
Who my uncle is has nothing to do with it. How much further?
It's right over there.
Ah je sais pas comme je sens qu'on va avoir un problème non?
Take your time. You
Il y a une
lot
musique
have
un
drunk
peu.
your share. Good thing Lord Walder's in a generous mood. Fucking phrase. Nice night for a wedding. Not often he finds a willing husband for one of his daughters. Sorry for you, Sir Gerard. What? What's wrong? What's gotten into you? You're acting rather odd. You've had too much wine.
We need to get back. Now.
They're fine, they can wait.
No, you don't understand. We need to go.
And take the fucking flagon already. What's wrong with him? Something the matter?
Bowen, we have to go.
You go if you're in such a rush.
Ah
warn the others.
Good luck.
Eh merde. Moi je croyais que c'était juste un truc comme ça. Cours Forest, cours. On est là. Yes, moi pas content, hein. Ça va pas se passer comme ça. Je suis pas content. Le bouclier, oui, un bouclier. Ah ouais, cool. Le cours. Cours, Forest.
Shoot that one!
Ouh, ça va pas mal de prendre un bouclier dans la gueule. Ah oui, aïe. Pas très gentil de trahir les gens. Encore moins de trahir les alliés. Il faut que je maintienne. Hop là, eh merde, maintenant que j'ai plus de bouclier. On sprint. Hop là, j'évite. Hop là, j'évite. Hop là, voilà. Ah, il n'est pas fait assez vite apparemment. J'ai même pas le temps d'essayer de le tuer, bah il est déjà mort en fait. Ouais, cours très vite, Forest.
Garrett, did you find Roderick?
Speak up, Garrett.
The Freys. They slaughtered him, my lord.
Where's my squire? You didn't leave him, did you? What happened to him?
I didn't leave him. But I couldn't save him.
Find a weapon, quickly!
Ouais, je confirme, faut que je trouve une épée parce que moi je me bats pas avec hop là, une épée, je ramasse l'épée. Allez hop, non, allez hop, non, encore l'épée. Merci monsieur, sympathique. Ah non, ça c'était pas gentil par contre, hein.
You fucking traitor! Go, my lord, while there's still time.
Ça veut dire d'accord, on est en train de se casser comme des putains de PD.
Seven hells.
Well, now what do we do?
If we run, they'll hunt us down like dogs.
If we stay, they'll slaughter us like the others.
All the phrase says time's over.
Alors qu'est-ce qu'on fait, monsieur?
Return it to Ironrath, where it belongs. There's no time to waste. I'll be damned if I let it fall into the hands of those traitors. You have to go.
I will do as you command, my lord.
You have served me well. I know I can count on you.
tell your uncle. Tell him the North Grove must never be lost.
Ok, d'accord.
Tell no one but him. Do you understand? You must swear.
It's those foresters!
Oh, Your Honor, you must do this for your house. Go!
Kill those fucking foresters!
Ça c'était pas très gentil ça. On attaque quelqu'un avec une toute petite arme, c'est pas très. Là c'est le moment de courir, Forest. C'est bon, on est camouflé. Au cours de la nuit, d'accord. Un parchemin. Ah non, c'est même pas un parchemin, c'est un de gros. Alors, je connais rien, genre presque rien de Game of Thrones. Je sais que c'est Game of Thrones. Alors là, je vous préviens juste. En fait, je vais faire un épisode par live. Donc, normalement, doit y avoir. Je sais pas trop combien d'épisodes il y a eu. Je crois qu'il y en a 6 ou. Il y en a 8, je crois, il me semble. Je suis pas sûr. Il y a 8 épisodes de jeu là, il me semble. Il fait du rap celui-là. Ah, je peux me déplacer. Par contre, c'est... J'aime pas trop me déplacer genre comme ça en fait. Je pourrais pas me déplacer genre avec une autre vue. Y a pas moyen, non? Oh, c'est quoi ça? Du sang. C'est quoi le... Oh, du sang.
Blood. Fresh.
Qu'est-ce qui aurait pu se mettre ce sang? Je me demande. Ah, y a eu un boum boum là-bas. Y a des gens qui se sont tapés dessus. Ah ben là déjà c'est pas génial, mais c'est déjà un peu mieux. Par contre, généralement quand tu vois qu'il y a quelque chose qui s'est brûlé, tu vas pas attendre 25 ans. Un chariot. C'est bon, j'avance directement automatiquement vers ça. C'est la charrette de mon père. Ah. Ce qui veut sûrement dire que ton papa est en train de te faire cuisiner parce qu'il y a des gens qui ont faim. Y a pas le droit de chasser ça, c'est mon cochon. C'était où, petit cochon?
Move along, boy. There's nothing for you here.
Father,
I said move on.
I'm going to kill you.
Is that so? You can try if you like, and then we'll feed you to the pigs.
Get off my land!
This is Bolton land now, boy. Lord
Non,
Bolton
ça c'est pas
is the
juste.
new warden of the North. I reckon he'd like a proper lordly son like that.
No.
I'll have that sword, boy.
Come get it, you bastard.
Oh, c'était pas méchant ça. Ah non, ça c'était pas gentil, hein. Ça c'était...
Finish this fucking pig farmer. Pathetic.
Pathétique. Mais je suis sûr que... Oh Non, je prends ça parce que ça va aller plus loin. Ça fait moins de dégâts, mais... Toi, tu dégâts. Oh, ton épée. Oh, elle est quoi, c'est ton épée? Oh, c'est dommage, hein. Oh, elle vole ton épée. Ah oui. Ah oui, ça fait mal, ça. Ah oui. Loupé. Loupé encore. Oh, dis donc, il est pas de relié. Ouh là. Mais en fait, j'ai... Non, mais c'était une hallucination. C'était une hallucination, totalement ça. Hop là, loupé. Ah mais t'as bobo maintenant? Ah oui, c'est sûr, tu te prends un bobo dans la côte. Ah non, là c'est moi qui bobo, j'ai bobo. Ah, non. Ah t'as mal, hein? Ah t'as mal.
Mercy, please, I beg of you. I have a family. They'll never survive without me. I have no quarrel with you. Thank you.
Par contre,
See you hang for this. That much I promise.
eh ben qu'ils viennent, déjà j'ai niqué un de vos gars et puis l'autre il a la flemme. L'autre, le mec il est en train de chialer quand j'étais devant lui, donc arrête s'il te plaît, hein. Papa, tu vas bien?
You survived.
Bah oui.
Your sister.
Oui, elle s'est fait violer.
She hid.
Oh merde, c'est pas drôle. Oh non mais c'est pas drôle ça. Oh là là. Même pas un peu de voilà. Non par contre c'est moi qui lui ai foutu une flèche. Non. Oh cool, moi aussi je veux bien. Ah, moi tant que je tue des gens, ça me va. Hein, voilà. Le monde de fer. Je veux dire, au bout d'un moment tu vas avoir mal, hein, parce que c'est un monde, donc c'est une montagne, et donc tu montes.
It's Garrett. Get the Castellan. Tell him his nephew survived.
Garrett!
I was too late. They were already dead.
Bring the maester. Meet us in the Great Hall. Quickly.
Ah, d'accord.
2 Whitehill soldiers?
And a Bolton. They killed my family. And for what? My sister, she was only 8 years old.
This never would have happened with the Starks in power. It's unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Merci, c'est gentil.
The blade cut deep, but I should be able to save your leg.
Mais il y a intérêt, moi j'ai pas une prothèse, hein. Je sais pas comment il est, donc la prothèse elle soit pas géniale, hein.
Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you. But the Whitehills won't see it that way.
It was justice. They got what they deserved.
They did indeed. We can't let the Whitehills just walk all over us. These maggots
Pour moi, apparemment, ils veulent.
Hold the wound open for me, would you?
Ah, sûr, ça doit faire mal, hein. Par contre, c'est quand même assez spécial. Assez glauque, hein.
To lose the lord of the house and the eldest son through such a despicable act of treachery and betrayal. Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord.
Well, what do we do now?
The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now. Although he is young, and altogether unprepared to lead.
Ah, c'est non.
This might hurt a bit.
Bon, c'est bon. Oh, attends, je dois tuer des gens et je me suis fait blesser avec un truc dans la jambe. Attends, c'est bon, c'est pas ça qui va me tuer, hein.
I understand from your uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick. Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen. It's unfortunate the Citadel doesn't train maesters in the art of warcraft.
That's not how it happened. Roderick had already fallen.
Although I'd imagine Lord Forrester would sacrifice himself to save anyone from his house, high or low. Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg.
J'aimerais bien voir, parce que moi, à force de boiter là, comme ça va me faire chier, hein. Je peux marcher, c'est bon.
Go on. Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
Par contre, j'aime pas trop la vue qu'il y a. Je sais pas trop pourquoi, mais genre la vue, bof bof. J'aime bien avoir la même.
The Ironwood Grove.
Ah, j'ai trouvé quelque chose. C'est quoi? Oh, je sais pas, hein. Attendez, je regarde. Ouais, quand on appuie sur en haut, on a tous les choix d'armes.
Rather cute little creatures, aren't they?
I guess.
Bon, ça dépend du point de vue où tu regardes, hein. Dessert médicinal, ben, je vais en prendre. Sûrement de la coke, hein. Ah non.
This
non.
might help.
Mais t'as quand même pas dans ta poche, en fait, j'aimerais bien savoir. Montrer l'épée.
It's a good thing you've done, bringing that back to House Forrester. By right, that belongs to Lord Ethan now.
Oh là, fait chier, hein. Moi aussi je veux une épée.
Did your leg feel weak?
No. I just wanted to ask you. Why do the Whitehills hate the Forresters?
I think it's safe to say the feeling is mutual. There's been enmity between the two houses for as long as anyone can remember. I don't doubt someone killed someone, which led to more killings of someones, and then, well, here we are.
Ah.
Never mind.
Que si j'aimerais bien partir maintenant en fait. Attends, tac, tac, parler.
Feeling all right?
Puis
go
partir
now?
maintenant.
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but... Lady Forrester.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true? Your family...
Moi j'aimerais bien répondre, mais on me donne pas vraiment le choix de répondre. Bon, apparemment, d'accord, voilà. Il a répondu avec les yeux.
Off to bed now. Hurry on.
Oh, mais ta gueule, je suis assez grand pour pas aller au lit. C'est bon, attends, je suis pas un gamin. Attends, j'ai quel âge?
Was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
He saved my life, my lady.
Yet not Roderick's.
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion. But if you can remember anything, I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
He fought valiantly, my lady.
Of course he did. He was House Forrester's best.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed? If you can remember.
He said he loved you.
C'est pas du tout vrai.
Kind of you to say.
Il m'a dit de que le dire à quelqu'un.
This belongs with Ethan now.
Q, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It demands a response. It's too dangerous, especially now. Now is the time to prove our strength.
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
Duncan, this was our land. They were our people. Your family. I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the Whitehills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee. The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard. Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution. We're the ones that should be demanding retribution. This happened on Forrester land.
They killed my family.
And they'll pay for what they've done. That much I promise. But now is not the time for vengeance.
Ah bah je te dis, ils m'ont attaqué aussi, hein.
We have to be smart. Ramsay Snow will be here within the week. And what would you have us do? Nothing. I would have us use our heads while they're still attached to our shoulders. Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle. Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy. He deserves to be heard. It was his family they killed.
My uncle's right. We need to be smart.
Smart. Eddard Stark was smart. And look where that got him.
Bah, c'est mon frère. Enfin, c'est mon oncle, pardon. Que faudrait-il faire? Eh, moi j'ai rien demandé. Pourquoi on me demande à moi?
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide. He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men. He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this. I'll accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you. The boy was just defending himself. I'm not faulting him for what he did. I'd have done the same, as any man would.
I've done nothing wrong.
Not in their eyes. It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all. I'd like to see them try. I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take, which is why you cannot stay. Cannot stay? Duncan?
But where would I go?
The one place beyond the reach of even House Bolton.
You're
sending him to the wall? The boy's done nothing wrong. Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the only solution.
I'll do what's best for the house. So I'll go. I'm not afraid.
I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best.
Voilà. Bon, malheureusement, hein.
That settles it then.
Par contre, j'ai besoin de te parler, oncle. T'es mon oncle, je dois te parler. J'aimerais.
My horse, and I'll see you have plenty of food. But we haven't much time. The Whitehills will come looking for you.
Mais je dois te parler, je dois te parler, je dois te parler. Eh, attends, te casse pas, te casse pas, te casse pas. Mais putain, mais attends, je dois lui parler, le mec il se casse. En même temps, je peux pas vraiment lui parler, je dois lui...
Word up to me. I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given a chance. I would. And God's willing, someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first. Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war. His own great-uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch.
I'll do what's best.
Which often isn't what's easiest, but necessary nonetheless.
Je vais essayer d'être sympa, hein, j'ai pas envie de me faire violer.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
Quoi? Allez, allez, je vais lui parler,
What?
attends.
Lord
Voilà.
Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Sorry, you caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever.
He said tell only you.
For good reason. Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools. And it's better kept that way. I assume you kept your word. You haven't told anyone else, have you? This is important.
Bonjour.
Of course not. I told no one.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. From this day forward, this will be our secret. But soon, I may need your help. But I can't say anything more just yet.
De quoi très
Just
bien.
know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house. But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the wall. Become a
dirai
ranger
rien.
if you can. It will help.
Je ne ferai rien. Moi je reste là-bas, je vais devenir patrouilleur si je peux, il a raison. Ça a l'air bien intéressant.
I am from ice.
Remember, you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the wall will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll serve with honor.
I know you will.
Bonjour à tout le monde qui est là.
Garrett, wait!
Oh mais qu'est-ce qu'elle veut celle-là?
Be safe.
Moi pas envie de mourir. Tchiga tchiga boum. Parce qu'on va pas vouloir faire bobo, hein. Parce que moi très bobo depuis tout à l'heure parce qu'en fait j'ai mal à la jambe parce qu'en fait quelqu'un m'a poigné, en fait il m'a enfoncé un peu une flèche et ça fait mal les flèches. Ethan. D'accord, en gros là je suis un gamin.
I couldn't find him. Could you?
He hides too well, and if he was smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
I win!
Congratulations, your lordship.
Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
He'll be fine. Garrett is smart.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself.
I don't care what he says. I can protect you.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know. but I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword, like a man. He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Non, là j'ai fait de l'escrime, c'est pas un vrai combat. Enfin si, c'est un sport de combat. Enfin voilà quoi, on me comprend, hein.
You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah. Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then, well, then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training, everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are. I know a Lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them.
I don't want to get angry, but I may have to. Father did sometimes.
But you're nice. Everybody says that about you.
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
Only it was that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once.
As many as you'd like, yes.
Really?
Of course. Why not?
Bah écoute, c'est mon frère, tant que ça j'aime pas.
Quickly, on your feet.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the Lord.
Fine. If that's what's required of me.
Very well then.
D'accord. Bon, j'aime bien être le chef, mais malheureusement là ça devient un peu chiant. Attends, on doit arrêter de jouer. Je dois aller à des conférences, oh là là, et tout et tout. Oh là là, regarde, des conférences et tout et tout.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I can handle Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
C'est moi, il est gros le mec. Il est quand même assez gros apparemment. Ça c'est un vieux pépé. Ah non, c'est pas un vieux pépé, par contre il est dodu quoi. Hein.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house. My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
My father died a hero, fighting for the North against traitors, oathbreakers.
Aye, and look where that got him. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much.
Calm yourself, old man.
You little fuck! That's how you talk to a lord? You Forresters have shit on us for generations.
What?
Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye, And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries, you cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
We all serve House Bolton now.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
No reason? You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name.
Your men attacked and drew first blood. They murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. Soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
We haven't seen him. He was never here.
You little liar. I will find him. By the gods, you better hope I do, because if I don't, I'm holding you responsible. And you'll answer for what he's done. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton.
Like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
Thank you for coming, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
You're a craven, Lord Whitehill.
Ah, il est pas content, hein?
I was wrong about your son, my lady. He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
En gros, on envoie un message à tout le monde.
Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
Ferraille taillé.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos. Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can. Ethan made this for me.
Broche au jardin.
It
was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Helena.
Y'a rien d'autre? Ouais, c'est bon, y'a rien d'autre. Oh, tiens. Non, y a quoi d'autre?
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
Bon, l'aide de mer, voilà.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Alors, qu'est-ce que c'est? Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Allez hop, allez hop, allez hop. Merde, je me prends le... Il y a quoi qui me bloque? D'accord, ça. Ouais, c'est bon, j'y arrive, hein.
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
No, it's fine. Come in.
C'est moi là en train de voler des trucs là.
Pardon, milady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm just worried about my family.
Ah, letter from home, is it?
It's kind of you to ask.
Of course, milady. You've always been kind to me.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
Oh, moi je voulais gentil avec lui, il a l'air sympa.
Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but it was definitely an argument.
What did they say?
I couldn't make out much, but I know they were talking about the Starks and House Forrester.
House Forrester?
I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. But I thought you ought to know. Most people don't tend to notice a callboy. Not in King's Landing with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
Perso, ça a pas vraiment l'air d'être nuit, mais bon. Après, ça peut être été, etc.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
D'accord, c'est bon, j'arrive. Voilà, mais chat tous les 5 minutes, c'est quoi ce délire?
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining.
My family wrote me, my lady.
I don't doubt they must be overcome with grief. But you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you and by extension, me. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort. For what, I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important.
Bienvenue sur le live.
Any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near. Find a way to appease her. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear. See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us. You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Moi, je veux pas me faire violer.
Good luck.
Eh merde. Moi, je t'en merde. Alors. On ouvre la porte. Ah ouais, c'est quand même assez grand pour une personne, hein. C'est même très très grand.
You can do this.
Je suis pas très sûr, hein, parce que moi je suis pas très la mort.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Your Grace.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl.
Attends, là j'ai juste enlevé le
Is your
micro.
family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
Voilà.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Perhaps too clever for her own good.
The girl did say their loyalty was unwavering.
She has a talent for equivocation, yet I question what she really thinks.
Oh, c'est bon, hein,
Is
tu
your
vas
house
pas
willing
commencer à
to
me faire
swear
chier.
fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
He is the Warden of the North, Your Grace.
He is. And I the Queen Regent and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
The girl has a remarkable talent for answering questions, while in fact saying nothing at all.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Perhaps not, then. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of
Merde, moi je
I
voulais
imagine
appuyer sur
you'd
quelque
do almost
chose.
anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
Ça c'est vrai, hein.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I'm sure she regrets it.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves. Pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts. You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
Eh merde, la question piège.
Let the girl answer the question. Go on.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants.
C'est pas vrai, moi je suis gentille.
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Je sens que ça va partir en couille. Je suis dans la merde, je crois. C'est pas celui qui fait Fort Boyard, lui?
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then, he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Forgive me for saying it, but the Boltons have no honor.
Roose Bolton has many unique qualities. Honor is not one of them. That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I was trying to appease her.
I think that was clear to everyone. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard, not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you?
Oui.
I'll consider it.
Oui.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
Thank you for the advice, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Ah, ben moi j'aime pas trop les serpents en fait de base. Donc je vais voir comment ça se passe parce que j'aime pas trop les serpents. Donc s'il y a des serpents, eh ben non, moi j'aime pas les vipères. Donc ça va mal se passer je crois. Quelqu'un a ouvert la porte. Qui a ouvert la porte? C'est mal poli. On n'ouvre pas les portes comme ça. Comment ça t'es inquiet? Tu crois qu'on m'avait tué ou comment ça se passe?
Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. But at least it's
Ça c'est sûr.
Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jamie. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah?
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a power. A bit of fun. That's probably for the best. I've heard he's a bit perverse. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although,
Ouais, je suis Jacqueline.
King, I can only imagine what that would be like.
Bah déjà tu te fais les couilles en or.
If it meant you'd become queen. He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
I'd marry anyone if it helped my family.
Right, of course.
Ah.
Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms.
Ah oui, alors là...
My handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing?
On joue au dé.
Well?
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mirror. I'm just glad it's over.
D'accord, il y a quand même des trucs qui téléportent, hein.
Sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
It doesn't matter what you feel. It only matters what you say.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family.
De toute façon, il dit tout, c'est bon. Moi j'arrive en mode bouillie à cachette, je fais kiné ça comme dans Paladin et je les tue tous.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Je suis tout oui. Ouais, je lui demandais son aide.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her. Go on. Ask.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
Ah, on obéit à sa mère, hein.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa.
I will forever be in your debt. My family will forever be in your debt.
Ah, veux-tu?
I don't know, Mirror. If Cersei were to find out.
You're the only one who can help me. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Ah bah donc tu vois, en gros, toute sa famille est morte si elle fait un...
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Ah bah on faut bien lui dire que c'est peut-être, hein, c'est pas très sûr. Et puis c'est quand même un petit peu suicidaire, hein, au passage du seuil de... Route royale, bois au loup. Là je suis avec qui? Je suis encore avec Gareth ici. Wow. Ça m'a fait flipper, hein, désolé, mais bon quand...
Seven hells.
C'est quoi ce délire?
Let's play a little game, shall we? Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat? Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets, but the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these foresters?
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh. Listen.
C'est pas moi, je suis un Bambi.
There. Hear that?
C'est un Bambi, laisse
I
tomber.
know I heard something.
Non, non, y a rien. Non, y a rien, y a rien, y a rien. C'est pas moi, c'est pas moi.
Never mind.
Ouais, voilà, t'as raison, c'est
We've
rien.
wasted enough time already.
Oh, ouais, t'as intérêt, hein. Parce que c'est pas tout, mais voilà quoi. Hein. C'est pas très gentil, hein. Il était à ça, il voulait m'effacer le couteau, je sais pas où dans le corps, hein. Et je dis bien, je sais pas où. Ah, le monsieur, je sais pas trop ce qu'il a, mais je crois qu'il est capoute. Je sais pas pourquoi, mais j'ai une impression qu'il est un peu capoute, le monsieur. Ah. Ah oui, non, ils sont pas juste très gentils avec les gens apparemment, hein. Ils sont un peu sadiques sur les bords. C'est où là? Ah oui, ça c'est des trucs d'entraînement là. Je suis encore avec Ethan. Alors qu'est-ce qu'il y a encore?
You are young, and there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forester Lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair and wise, and and courageous in battle.
I want to be like that, like my father.
Ouais, bah déjà
Father was well regarded
faut
by
l'avoir
nearly
quoi.
everyone. It took years, if not decades, to earn. These were your
Bonjour
father's
ceux
people
qui
to
lui
lead and
rejoindre.
protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move.
Ah mon...
Summon the Lord. We need his judgment.
Ah parce que en fait si tu veux TBE c'est pour The Banana Actor et gaming bah c'est parce que je fais du gaming et TBE c'est parce que ça fait plus court et du coup enfin je trouve que ça change. Après si tu veux que ça si ça te gêne ou si t'aimes pas tu me le dis.
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed! We all fucking know it!
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2 shields and 3 spears.
Is what Sir Royland said true?
Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee.
It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right!
He speaks true. I've a family to feed. And not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay?
Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day!
Oui en fait c'est un jeu Game of Thrones. En fait c'est Game of Thrones, c'est un jeu Game of Thrones.
This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter. Most of us won't even live to see it.
We are in this together.
You say that, but it won't be you who's starving come winter.
You'll address him as Lord. Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it is.
Men need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
Et d'ailleurs GG pour ta vidéo, franchement elle était bien faite.
I will decide.
Send him to the wall! Take his fingers, thief!
Oh là là, je sais pas quoi faire. Attends, dis-moi de le tuer, de l'envoyer au mur ou de lui mettre de la pitié, s'il te plaît, vite. Dis-moi quelque chose. Lui couper 3 doigts, l'envoyer au mur ou se montrer clément. Je dois lui couper 3 doigts, l'envoyer au mur ou se montrer clément. Je lui fais quoi?